have to look for 10 seconds to figure out where the record button is. So as of this Saturday, Tanya will be 13 weeks out. So
Hi, everybody.
she's eating 100,000 calories every other day and losing
100,000 calories.
weight.
Man,
And getting more
I
shredded.
thing is, so we did two back-to-back high days. The last weekend it was 7,500 calories the first day, and then the second day, Justin was like, "All right, let's do baseline plan plus cheat meal." So it's not high day plus cheat meal. It was like baseline plan cheat meal. So it's a little bit lesser, maybe like 1,500 to 2,500 calories lesser. Um, so I went up 3 pounds, 4 pounds after the first high day. No, just 3 pounds actually. It was just 3 pounds up after the first high day. Like after 7,500 calories, I'm surprised. 3 pounds. Sorry. I know I you that was loud.
So does he tell
Um,
you what, like, when you're showing your high day, like, I'm like, how that, does he just give you like a calories to get in with? Or like, how do you like
okay, he
dictate what you're
knows
gonna
with
eat?
me. He knows with me. Okay, so he did write down like what my high day, like meal
Hmm.
one and meal five, what it should look like. And then the cheat meal I can basically eat anything I want. He just says like sushi and burger because this is not racist. I was like, seems like Americans only eat a sushi or a burger, but because you guys gotta try
It's
at least.
definitely very racist, but it's actually true.
It is a very common refeed.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
actually like sushi, but I haven't eaten it since I had that allergic reaction to mahi.
Okay.
I just don't eat any kind of fish anymore.
So here we have kingfish. I do kingfish and salmon, and then scallop. I love the
Who loves
scallop
it?
here.
Mhm.
I love scallop.
I like cod
Yes.
too,
Mm.
but like a spicy salmon roll, yum. But I'm fat. I like the deep fried ones, the ones that have like cream cheese in them and
No,
stuff.
but if
Like,
you,
I want the
I'm not sure
fatty
if you guys
fat.
have soft shell crab. It's like crunchy.
Yeah, I like the tempura stuff. Yeah, I like it. But they deep fry the rolls too. Like you can have like deep fried sushi rolls, and they are so good.
Oh my God, the whole entire thing, right, in the deep
Yeah.
fryer.
Have you not? Have y'all? Okay, wait. How have y'all know? This is. It must be a Georgia. Is this a Georgia thing? Please, anybody in the comments, do y'all have deep fried sushi where you are?
I've never had an entire deep fry. I've never even seen that on a menu ever
Oh my gosh, that's
in my
so
That
life. I think
funny.
it's a Georgia thing because I did live in New Jersey for a while and they didn't deep fry their rolls either.
That's so funny. I can't. It's very
or is it just an
common.
American thing that you guys just deep fry everything? You
Yeah,
didn't even
well,
Oreo
especially
fancy?
Georgia. Georgia's like the capital of deep frying. Well, South Carolina too, but
Okay, I would eat that. I would try that to be
It's
honest.
freaking delicious.
I would
okay,
try
yeah,
that.
I'd definitely try
And
it
then
for
they put the
sure.
spicy mayo on the top.
Yeah,
Tanya,
I
how
would
long
try
I'm
does it
that.
take you to
hungry.
get back to your base weight after those 2 days?
Okay, let me see. So I went up 3 pounds. So the reason why we did like that giant high day, and he's also noticed that like for me, the greater the difference between my high day and the baseline, so the as I need to stretch as much calories as I
Hmm.
can, the bigger the effect will be for me. That's why he doesn't control me. He said, "Well, however much you can stuff down."
Yeah,
Yeah. But because I'm like you in that sense, like, the weight is not gonna stick.
yeah, it doesn't stick.
And
Yeah.
he doesn't worry about people like us eating like an asshole.
Hmm.
So so it went up 3 pounds. We did the baseline plus high day for day two, and I went down 2 pounds already.
Oh wow.
So it goes up and it goes back down after three
Hmm.
days, and he's like, fuck, it doesn't stick.
How does your
Like it will,
digestion?
it
Do you
will
do
come up.
better with when you eat all that food, like your digestion? Like, does the food help you like shit more or what?
It definitely does. I would like go more times in the day, if it's a high day.
Hmm.
But I would say like people if people ask like, well, how do you eat, and I say I gotta admit that I was trained. He will train you, like he will force you to kind of like be able to get used to it at some
Yeah,
point. Yeah.
for sure.
So Thursday was 156, and that was when because our goal weight last week was actually 158. So because I was 156 after, so he was okay. Immediately he said I obviously got too flat. Immediately I would
Hmm.
like you to start throwing the weight back on.
Eating, yeah.
Wait 2 days. Yeah. So went up to 162 on Saturday, and then two days, I'm back down to baseline 158.
Wow.
So fast, yeah.
Do you know what
That
your
would
calories are
stick to
at for
me
your?
for a month.
Hmm?
You know what your calories are for your like your regular diet, like training day diet?
I did copy my baseline diet into ChatGPT
ChatGPT.
just to figure out. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
um, maybe like 3005, 2007.
Wow.
Pretty. Yeah, it's pretty hefty. Not complaining for sure,
That's crazy.
but
That's
it but
good.
it does make you wonder. Like, "Man, Justin, I need to get leaner. Let's step it up."
Yeah. Yeah. I'll get you there though.
I,
You got plenty of time. But and it's right in that
because I
time
feel like a
frame where
lot
you're
of
not
time
really
because it's
like,
30,
yeah.
13 weeks and I don't feel it's in your head. Like you always think you're behind time. I'm like, come on,
Yeah.
gotta go. Stop feeding
Yeah.
me.
Well, you've been dieting a while though, so you're in your mind, you're like ready to be shredded, but it's just not time for that yet,
Yeah,
you
but
know?
I'm also like I would like it to be faster. And the problem
Mm-hmm.
is because like in Australia here, plan is 99% fake. So I've ran through like 6 brands of fucking plan and they're all shit. What show is this weekend?
What are we doing this weekend?
Yeah, what show is this weekend?
Oh, I don't know. Let's look. There's got to be one.
Let me see if IFBB Pro Figure has posted anything or not.
I got the cutest. IFBB Pro Apparel has a jersey now that's
Oh, do
black
they?
and it's white lined and it says IFBB Pro across it. I bought it. It's cute. It cute.
God, and
I,
you're gonna post it and you're gonna make me want to buy it. Damn it. I don't have your budget,
I
woman.
I
I
don't think there's
blame
any show this
Carissa
weekend.
because I put a Bikini Lab one on and I was like, I actually don't mind the way this looks.
Yeah.
We don't have one this weekend. Next weekend's New York Pro though. I'm
Oh, you're
actually
pro already.
really excited about Yarishna.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's competing?
It's been a hot minute since I've heard that name.
Yes. I actually like she kind of like retired or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so very interesting. But
Yeah.
I think she looks incredible. But I don't know if they are gonna want her upper body a little bit bigger for wellness. I don't. I prefer her look for wellness. But some of those girls that do place higher do have like bigger shoulders too. So, and I think she's a little smaller on the top end.
So so I was thinking, because people always in the past, she did well the first couple of years, I think first 2 years, and then started going down a little bit. And then I was told it's her shape, not just the conditioning, but also the shape. And I thought like actually her shape is not bad. Her shape is freaky. But now that I'm thinking like probably why she doesn't place as high as the others right now, it's because she is not comparable to anybody else structurally. She
Mm-hmm.
fits the category. Like I think she's wellness and I like her shape. But when you're talking about someone who looks this freaky sometimes, it's very interesting because the IFBB goes towards people who flow. So it's kind of like I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that men's physique guy, Corey Morris.
Mm-mm.
He is okay. Now I'll show it to you. So basically, the logic is like because this guy, his waist is so small. I really love him for
Mm-hmm.
men's physique, but because he's not comparable to anybody else, there comes to a point where they say like, the waist is so small that it throws
Mm-hmm.
off the physique. And that's so mind blowing to hear because they said like he would look better and might flow better if his waist was slightly wider for his frame. So I'm thinking like maybe it's a case like similar to Yarishna. I'm not talking about her waistline, but it's more so like because
She's
structurally
very
she's
like kind
not
of
similar to
in the
anybody
top, like
else.
very straight up and down. Like if you look at her, I feel
Yeah.
like she's like the top part of her is yeah, like structurally she is
She's got a
different. She's
long
more
torso,
yeah. Mm-hmm. That'll
but
definitely
I
be
thought it was pretty
interesting.
interesting to bring because they are not a very big fan of freaky physiques.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've noticed so far across the division, they want people who flow very well, and you might be freaky with like really good shape, like really absurd proportions. But if it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like freaky compared to someone who's like like a Ryan Terry, like structurally he's okay, but because he just flows, is why they
Right.
pick him also.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's not
saying?
as aesthetic, like it's not as like it's not as aesthetic. Like when it kind of flows, like they like
Yeah,
those very like pretty. Like I
yeah.
agree, especially in wellness, like the girls that have like crazy glutes. But again, it's about balance. You know what I mean? If they have crazy glutes and the quads and the hamstrings don't balance like that, they're definitely not gonna do as well
Yeah, and
because
another
it's not.
good example would be like, okay, let's look at Sydney's aesthetic for figure
Hmm.
versus Lola. They are both super aesthetic, but Lola is like freaky.
Hmm.
It's a different kind of aesthetic that's preferred in terms of like how
Hmm.
pleasant it is, probably to to the public eye, probably.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Um.
that's kind of what we were talking about with that new girl that went pro that we talked about on the amateur show that we did, that
Hmm.
Taylor girl. Um, like I don't think none of us ever questioned her ability to go pro. It's kind of what are they going to give her attention wise and placing wise in the pro leagues? Because she is
Hmm.
one for her height, she is very dense.
Hmm.
She is very dynamic. Like her shape is incredibly impressive, but is she figure? I think she needs to
Yeah.
flex her biceps personally, but
Hmm. I don't think
Hmm.
she'll stay figure very long. Even if she continues to, if she starts one time in figure, I would actually be shocked if she stayed in figure for a long time at all. I really would. But what do I know?
we'll see. Because if they
Yeah.
love her on the pro stage, then why not stay there? You know.
Yeah.
But I'm not seeing them. You know, remember that really, really tall girl, that was doing a pro show?
Denise. Denise?
No, no, no. She's not an Olympian. She's newer. We
Oh.
just talked about her recently in our
Oh.
like group text, but she's like very waspy, like very dynamic, but she's not very
Oh.
dense.
But I think I remember now.
Yeah. But she was in FIBO, or she just did one of those two shows. She was like second call outs. And you look at her and she's got a freaky, freaky shape. Granted, she could have came in a good bit tighter. I think that probably hurt her too.
She's not a pro though, you said?
She is a pro, yeah.
Oh, okay. The one girl, she said she's not going to do it anymore because they wanted her to have more muscle. Did you see
Mm.
that whole post?
No, oh, the bikini girl. That was her. She switched from bikini to figure, and she was diced. That
Nice.
girl was diced. But she
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, I'm done competing." She also, I think, had like broken her ankle or something like
Yeah.
2 days
Rolled
before.
her ankle.
Ouch.
I don't think it
Yeah,
was
I think
like
she's
broke, but
feeling
she
better
said she
right
couldn't
now.
pose, and she was on stage in heels, but she just said she couldn't give her, but said she wasn't gonna again, or not in figure anyways, but who knows? Because Tyler told her she needed more muscle all over.
it's some people
Mm.
too, though. I think that they have an initial emotional reaction and
Hmm.
maybe should wait to make announcements until you've had a little bit of time to digest your feedback a little bit and sit on it because you might feel different in a week or two. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly. Or even a month. I
I
mean,
agree.
that's a kind of a big decision to make and to just announce it like so emotionally like that. But
Yeah, but
a lot of
you
people
can always say,
operate
"Hey, I
like
changed
that.
my mind." But
Hmm. I mean, it's pretty obvious she needs more muscle. I mean, she is literally shred could not be any more shred. Like she is literally dice, but
hmm
she definitely, I mean, just needs more muscle, just
I'm
more time.
trying to
She's
find
very
it.
young though. That I think that reaction, I think she's only like 22 years old, Heather. So I think also that was like the emotional reaction might have been, and also more of an
Yeah.
influencer.
Yeah,
So
I never really paid attention to her profile like that, so I
hmm
don't know like what she's.
once we talk about someone or follow someone, it literally is like that's all my pages. I'll see them like every fourth post.
That's so
It's
funny.
great. Yeah.
That'll happen if I start following someone. Like I'll see them like every time I log in initially. And I'm
Hmm.
like, okay, I get it. Like, and then I'm there liking posts from like 2 months ago, and they think I'm some like crazy stalker because I'm like liking a post that's like really old. But it's just because the algorithm put it at the top of my thread.
And then you have this weekend Jeannie going, or Jean, I think. I don't know if her name, I don't know if you say Jeannie or Jean.
She's
Is it
doing New
Jean?
York Pro. That's next
Yeah, I
weekend.
saw that.
Yeah,
So
she's
that'll
on a
be
roll this
exciting.
year. I think she took some time off, and I think it's definitely paid off big time for her.
Well, and I think too, like when you look at the theme of this year, you have Ashley who took a year off to grow. You have whatever her name is, Jean,
Jean,
Jeannie.
I think it's
Um,
Jean. It's
Jean.
I'm
Jean.
gonna have to like go.
Because when they announced her winning, they said Jean. So as long as they said it right,
Okay.
Jean Kissel. Yeah. Like when they said the winner for the last show, I watched them announce her. So as long as they said it
Okay.
right, but who knows, they might have said it wrong. I hope they clarified the pronunciation of your name before they announce you as the winner of a show. You would think that they
See,
would
this
do
is
that, but
I'm glad that my Asian parents gave me an English name so
yeah,
that
but
they
see,
don't,
I
you know,
wasn't
be
sure. I've seen Tanya spelled Tonyaya. And I have a client named Tanya, is how you pronounce her name, and she spells it like you do. So I wasn't sure if it was Tanya or Tanya for like actually forever.
IA
So,
is the most common. The one that IA is the most common.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't have this. I don't think I'll have this problem when I go over to the States. It's more so like they always fuck up my name when I'm competing in Asia. Always.
What do they say?
Always.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. What do they just say, Tanya?
They won't even call me Tanya. They will somehow they love to use Dominic. They love to call me by Dominic. So they'll call me
Oh,
They'll be and because I always did like Korean promoters. So unless it was like Tarek, and only until like in my pro debut where it was Tarek judging, um, it was they were calling me like Dominic Q should be Dominic, not Dominic Q. QE is
why would you say
silent.
the Q? I mean, that's kind of weird.
No, because they're not familiar. They don't English is not their first
Oh,
language. They barely speak it, to be honest.
oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Part of me kind of wants to do Toronto Pro next year.
When was that? What month is that in?
May.
Now? May?
I think it's 4 weeks from now. Yeah. I don't know. I was looking at the timelines because if he doesn't want me to compete in April, then I got to look at like May, June runs,
It's actually
but
6 weeks
If
from now because that's the one Justin's doing.
I thought he posted. Oh, okay.
if
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
six
maybe it's in
weeks.
June then.
Angela Angela, if you're coming for my show this year, let me know. I'll get you do my hair. So I'll make you work. I'm sorry.
No, I told you I'd be happy to do it. I really will
You can
be.
ride it off and you can just stay
Yeah,
here and we'll ride down
yeah.
together
Let's do it.
because then you
See
don't
That
have
ya.
to pay
okay.
anything. You just drive.
I cannot make any promises on your makeup. You might have to hit up the
I
other
can
part
do
of the
your
glam. I
makeup.
was just gonna say the other part of the glam squad
I can
to
do
do
the
your
makeup.
makeup. I'm not confident in stage makeup,
I'll
but hair,
even
I got
come.
you.
I'll even come down there. Like maybe we'll stay in the host hotel the night before, Angela,
Yeah.
and that way
Well,
we
if we're
can.
gonna do her hair, we'll probably have to.
That's what I'm saying. We can, and I
Yeah.
can do a practice run. We can adjust your makeup, whatever. But that way you can sleep in and just go
hmm
get tan, and we'll work around your tan.
Yep.
Especially when Justin is so anal about what time we wake up.
Oh yeah.
Listen,
Like
sleep's
my
important.
your client you hate and your ex-wife will be my glam squad. Oopsie.
That is so funny.
You
As long
gonna
as you
send
get the
me
job
it?
done, I'm sure he
Do you
wouldn't
have
mind.
inspo pics for your hair yet?
Okay, so honestly, for me, very simple. I'll send you pictures of what I usually do
Uh,
because I usually just do a very Cleopatra kind of look. Like I
okay.
usually just have the hair completely straightened, and just volumize the top, and
And
then like
just
I just make
down?
myself like the features extra sharp, and that's it. Sorry.
But your hair all down?
Yeah, I'll probably do that. I did think of like having your hair up this time around, just for women's physique, like a ponytail or
Yeah.
something. But um,
You could do a
I
really
don't
nice
know. I haven't thought
braid
about it.
that comes down to the
So,
side.
so I know I am thinking of like doing pleats. To be honest, like one pleat, like a pleat, like yeah, braids. Basically, that's that.
I'm like, what the hell's a pleat?
Braids.
That's that
Oh,
Singapore. It's a braid, yeah.
you call them
Yeah,
pleats
it's called.
there?
Yeah,
That's funny.
Oh, like it's the same as a braid, it's just called a pleat?
that's right.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to coin that. That'll probably be a caption on one of my posts. Gonna seem very world traveled. I can make something up and become famous because of that. I've literally never heard that. It called pleat. But like a regular pleat or like a pleat. See, I'm calling a pleat already, or like a fishtail
Okay.
or like something like that.
I'm thinking like
Yeah.
wedding
Okay.
hair.
Basically, okay. Have you seen like prawn sushi? You know the prawn on the
Yes.
sushi? Yeah, like that. You know how the prawn looks like on the sushi? That's
Oh,
how my hair is gonna look from
Angela, a
behind.
bubble braid would look so good on her.
Okay. Like down on the side?
Yeah.
You
Like
just
even
have to
almost
send me.
you could even give her like a little like a bubble like pigtail thingy and then I don't know what I'm talking about. Can you tell?
Okay. There isn't gonna be no pigtail thingy. Like that's not happening, but
Hold on. We're gonna Google. I'm on Pinterest. I'm
we're
old
definitely
enough
not
to
not
still have
doing
a
any type of
Pinterest.
We're gonna explore
pigtail
that.
thingy. Yeah, explore that. I think if anything, it shouldn't. I don't like it high up on you, but I do think like in the back maybe, and then coming down could work.
Yeah. Well, I'll just let you know, like, I have a lot of hair. Like, most of the volume of my hair is like below.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm very flat on top.
See?
Mm-hmm.
Bubble braid.
That's my kind of head profile. Yeah, no, that this is good. That's a good idea.
Isn't it cute?
It's cute. I
Oh,
like
look
it.
at that one. See,
I like
bingo.
that one. I like that
Yeah.
one. But okay, so I'll just have to grow my hair out to make sure that you can get that done.
How long's your hair? Your hair's pretty long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
decent.
your hair's plenty long, Tanya.
It's
Yeah.
below my base. Yeah, just had to make sure. No, because I'm going back to Singapore. I'll make sure that I'll get it like trimmed and just like tidy up a little bit.
hmm
So but I just want to make sure like if I do, how far should I cut it?
Don't really cut it much at all if you want to do like
Okay.
something like that. Why are you gonna wait till you go back to Singapore to get it trimmed? You don't want to get it trimmed there?
No, because it's cheaper in Singapore. I have like a
Uh,
private girl to do it in Singapore. She's like
gotcha.
$10 a cut for me.
$10?
She does
Whoa.
this at home. Yeah.
That's so
Because
nice.
she's
Oh,
My
retired
hair is so
already.
expensive. I know, Dee. I know. Okay.
that's awesome. Send me your inspo pics though if you see any that you like.
Yeah, I
I'm
will,
gonna
but
be
I trust the
sending.
both
I'm
of
gonna be
you.
sending inspo
I
pics of you
know.
Yeah,
right.
because like, I think the ones that Heather picked out were actually pretty good ideas.
hmm
I could see like there's a loading bar on Angela now. She's thinking like, will this work? Hmm.
Is
What's
that
what?
that's your
Hmm.
brain
Yeah.
right
I can
now?
see like a loading bar on your head, like thinking
Me?
like, how am I gonna? Yeah.
No, I got it. I'm completely confident. Yeah, so
Ah.
I've taught updos on stage for like 20 years. I worked for a hair care manufacturer and all we did was updos. So I would have to
Yeah.
put hair up on stage for like thousands of hairdressers in like 2 minutes. So
Yeah, the good
I
thing is
don't.
I've only paid for like tanning and makeup in
hmm
Tampa, so I haven't done that for Atlanta. So I'm glad.
Yeah, I think that'd be
Yeah,
so fun.
but I would
Is
definitely love to reimburse you. So just let me know your price for sure.
okay.
Yeah,
Will do.
This is
it's fair.
fun.
Is Atlanta before Tampa or after?
After,
Atlanta's after.
after
Okay, good.
Atlanta's the first weekend in August, right? Or did they move it?
it's on the 8th. Tampa's on 31st of July. So that's 1st of August.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It'll be such a fun time, fun summer.
I'm pretty curious how big Tampa will be this time because I feel like women's physique it is getting popular. Like in terms of like the lineup in the pro shows, like the numbers are still there, which I'm happy to see.
hmm
I'm curious though, how many girls will turn up for New York Pro? I know Paula is competing. Paula Randa.
He looks insane. Holy shit.
Oh, women's physique.
She,
Yeah.
yeah, she's inside
She
out.
honestly though, like she could do women's bodybuilding.
Bodybuilding.
But
Yeah, that's
she,
what
she's
I thought.
creeping on the verge already though. That's what they say.
I actually thought she was women's bodybuilding.
Yeah, I thought she was too.
She's in physique. She's
Apparently
crazy.
so.
She's pretty
She's
big.
massive, massive. Because she's
She's pretty
tall as
big.
well.
Her quads. Her quads look like Corey's.
Yeah, she's a big girl.
They really do. Dang.
Now, Corey is massive. I'm excited for him.
He is. He's just like so emotional right now. It's
Is
driving
he
me
actually
crazy.
in prep right now?
Yeah,
Does
he's
he have to
16 weeks out.
requalify?
How far?
Yes,
He
he
does have to
does.
requalify. Okay. What qualifier
16
is he doing?
weeks. He's doing one in, I think it's in Virginia. I don't know. Just, I don't even know the show that it is, but I think it's in Virginia. It's like 4 weeks before. He was just trying to find, Justin wanted him to find one like 4 weeks before that was relatively close. So
Mm.
I don't even know the name of it, but yeah, it's in Virginia. And yeah, his prep's going good. He gets pretty much refeeds like once or twice a week. He did have to stop the Retta though, because the Retta was just slowing down his digestion way too much. So it's actually gone good since he's, uh,
Hold it.
you know, the Retta definitely like messes with your brain more though too. I feel like it definitely affects dopamine way more than like tirzepatide
It
does.
does. It does.
Because pretty much anybody on Retta is like they lose that care for like anything. I don't know. I've seen it probably way. I've never had been heard people talk about that too much with tirzepatide, but anybody that takes Retta kind of not anybody, but a lot of people, including him, were like, I just feel like I just don't care. He's like, I don't like
He's
find
not the first
enjoyment.
person I've heard say that about Retta.
Yeah.
But that person had also stopped taking their testosterone. So I was like,
Mm.
that might be your problem. But
No, there's probably plenty of testosterone on deck there, I'll say. But no, it's going good. He's like slowly losing, getting his refeeds are crazy, not quite as crazy as yours. I did screenshot and send him all, just in case he missed your stories. I wanted him to see what your high days look like. He's like, holy fucking shit. And then like every time he has a high day, he's like, he'll be like putting all the rice on the plate, and he's like, I don't understand why I can't just have a fucking cheat meal. He's like, this is because he's Justin's never given him a cheat meal on a high day, and his high days are
Wait, you
ridiculous.
mean his high days are like
Rice,
6 days
that's
clean,
it.
6 meals of clean?
Of rice and chicken, that's it.
Did he not ask? Because why does Justin give us cheat meals and like Corey no?
He will never, he would not ask. He would never ask for, he'd probably rather lick a light socket than ask Justin for a cheat meal. Now, he would gladly take it if he told him that he could have one. He'd be very amped for it, but he would never ask. He just,
Is it because Corey just has so much food that if he had a cheat meal, it would just slow down his digestion?
I no, I think it would actually help his digestion because I actually had to finally get him to take some fiber because I was like, he wasn't shitting. And now that he's taking fiber, he's actually shitting. I should send you guys the shitting text. He'd kill me right now if I said he knew we were talking about this, but like his messages of shitting is so funny. He, he he's like, now that he's finally shitting, he's like, my shits are like a vending machine that just slide right out. It's like it's glorious. But no.
oh, that's funny.
I don't know why. I have no clue. I don't know why he does not give him. I guess
How did like because he y'all ate Culver's a lot in the off season. And I say that like as your cheat meals, like but he
that
didn't
was
have
our cheat meal.
right, but he didn't have digestive issues with that.
Mm-mm. No, I know, but and that's the reason. Like, I know that is one reason that Justin does not change his plan and only has him on like rice as his only carb source is because he's like, if it ain't broken, we're not gonna fix it. Like that's his thing, and that maybe he thinks like everything is going so smoothly, he doesn't want to throw any curveballs in there. And
That's
like
fair.
Mm.
I think if Corey complained about it at all, but he thinks it doesn't matter to Corey, so he doesn't say anything. And I guess I don't know. It is annoying that he sees every single one of his other athletes getting cheat meals and he doesn't. So he'll say something to me, but he doesn't really complain too much about it. Just thinks it's crazy that he doesn't get. It's
Do you
mostly on
think
the
that
high
maybe
days.
you think he just missed out Corey's cheat meal? He forgot to include it.
I don't know. I didn't tell Corey like I know he's not gonna do it because he's that disciplined, but I'd be like, I just have a fucking cheat meal. Like if you don't want to have like to me, it's like the calories, as long as you're getting the calories on a high day, you're good to go. Like I don't but he's not his mindset is different than mine, so he won't he won't go off of the plan at all. But I'm like I add on 400 or 500 calories of rice or 400 or I think it's 400 or 500 grams of rice at each meal.
See, like
So
I think if Corey were to look at my Instagram post, I had like 6 hot cross buns because
yeah,
that itself is 250 grams of carbs, and it's just from the bread. So it's like it's the freaking easiest thing for me to get down at one go.
yeah.
I'm gonna try your little cookie ice cream bars.
I want to try
Yeah, see,
all of
like,
it.
so all my American friends are like very curious about that Maxibon ice cream, and I was like, I'm so sorry, I don't know how to freeze it over to the US.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be coming across.
It would be way too expensive to try to ship that
No,
cold.
no, I know, and I know I can't bring food into Atlanta, so
Yeah.
I have to like finish my food before I come in, clear the customs.
Well, I feel like now you have to find us deep fried sushi for her to try since that's her American food in Atlanta, Heather, so that since she needs to try like an American thing she hasn't had.
Yeah, because the problem is where the venue is a very crappy part of Atlanta. Like
That's what I heard.
you don't want to do anything around there. You don't want to
Yeah, I heard it's
train.
not safe.
No, you don't want to be there. So, um, we would want to get out of that area to eat. And realistically, like wherever we go, we're gonna need reservations and probably like an hour drive to get out of that area. So, but Madhouse is only 30 minutes from the venue, Tanya. I looked.
Yeah, so for the sake of convenience, what I'm planning to do is we're in an Airbnb that allows me to just walk 10 minutes to LA Fitness. That's it, just to get training and everything done. That's just like when I travel for shows, as much as like, I want to explore places, but it's almost like most times when I travel for shows, like the where they host the show, it's always like, outskirts or like, in a town or like a suburb that's like not exactly the best. So
Send
there's
me
not
your
really like
Airbnb
anything to
address
do.
before you think you're going to be walking anywhere. I need you, like, I don't think you realize where you're coming, baby.
No,
Like, I don't walk inside the perimeter without a gun in my waistband.
no.
Okay. So I don't know that you can be walking to the gym.
Uh,
But
okay, so I
let me
guess
look at the
we will
area.
rent a car.
Let me look at the area.
Yeah, okay, definitely.
Because if it depends on where the area is, it might be fine.
See, spot Singapore girl here.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'll like if I need to come stay in an Airbnb for a week to like drive you around, whatever, we'll make it work. But
Your mom's gonna be with you in Atlanta too,
Yeah,
Tanya?
my parents are coming, so we'll be in
Oh,
the
that's
Airbnb
awesome.
together.
That's so
So it'll be nice.
nice.
I told her about the stem cell thing, and she's curious about it. She's just like wondering like how it turned out because like one of her friends did like some stem cell thing and still required a hip replacement. But I told her that it's different for everybody. Don't just base
Hmm.
it off like your friend's experience because her wear and tear in her knee is pretty bad. Doesn't hurt anymore, so they didn't suggest her to do surgery anymore. So I said, but if that's the case, then maybe you might as well just try the stem cells.
I do love me some stem cells.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll
in
probably
any
want to
if
try
they
it.
say if they can even buy time, like maybe it's not something that necessarily it's gonna you may need surgery down the road or whatever, but if it takes you out of immediate pain when you're in that type of pain, it's like worth it, you know?
Yeah, agree.
It's so subtle though because Corey was having issue with shoulder and hip, and he was after about like 2, 3 weeks, he was like, yeah, sadly, I don't think the stem cells really did much. And in my mind, I'm just like, he complained
Stop
so
complaining
many
about
times
pain,
a day.
right?
He complained so many times every single day. He would be like, I'm gonna have to quit bodybuilding. Like it was an everyday conversation about either the hip or the shoulder. Ask me how many times in the last like month I've heard him complain about either one. Zero. Like
So
it's like a
I'm just
subtle,
curious.
like takes you out of like you're so subtle that you don't realize that like you're actually living your life without the pain. Like
Right.
I definitely think because I was like I had to listen to you bitch about it every single day, and now you don't. So something worked. Something happened. So
My dad, we did his in October of 2024, and he was getting cortisone shots in his knees every 2 months. We haven't touched him since. Now he has said, I'm starting to get achy again, so I think we're at the point now, but it's been 18 months.
right, exactly.
Hmm.
So if being out of like that's priceless. Like even if it buys you, I feel like without having to do a cortisone shot, like there's so many more side effects from that that if it gets you 6 months of not pain, like it's worth it. I think it
Fair.
is. Anyways, I totally think it is.
I keep picturing Tanya in a turquoise and hot pink suit with a bubble braid, and like it
So
just
my tailor said like she's already got my bikini done. And I was like, I'm 13 weeks out. How are you that fast?
Yeah.
And she was like, trust me. She was like, I got it done. She's
how does
already got
she
the design
know
done.
your
Your
size though?
proportions, yeah.
I sent it to her, but we will keep updating along the way.
It's
Yeah.
turquoise and hot pink is your suit color?
Teal. It'll be teal and hot pink. For
Huh?
that's show one. And then show number two, I just left it to her to decide. Um, wait. Let me see. I might have said something. I know teal and hot pink is suit one. Let's maybe find what suit two is.
That's such a unique color
I
combo.
feel like that with the bubble braid is kind of giving
Okay,
like I don't know what you call it in Asia, but
so
it's
drum
like
roll.
It's giving
yeah.
me anime vibes,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, drum
especially
roll.
because you're
So
Asian. It's like perfect. I
yeah,
love it. I'm sorry. It's not racist because I love you.
it's all
It
right.
does though. It gives me straight anime vibes and I
It's
love
like girly pop, like I like it.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's be real. We're not close friends. We don't roast like racist stuff towards each
Ex-
other.
Right.
Okay, show two would be pink, yellow, black.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I like pink and
I don't
black.
know how to feel.
That's gonna be
I don't
fun.
know how the yellow.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
the
have to
yellow.
see this. Yeah.
It's not like like that. that mustard kind of yellow, but it's more of like, gold kind of yellow.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the bright,
It's such
I
a
think
unique
pink.
color combos. That's gonna be fun. It's definitely gonna
That's
Hmm.
stand
why I'm
out.
curious how she's going to wing it, like do that because I trust her a lot with the designs, and she does all the Chinese girls that you see last year, 80% is done by pro suits. So she's good with the Asian tones. Like she knows how to do suits for like Asian girls because that's mostly Asians. She's I mean she's the girl that does all of Natalia's suits as well. Natalia
Okay.
Coelho, yeah, and Barbara. I don't know what her last name is,
I know you're talking about though,
but
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Awesome. That's so fun. Ah.
So, but I think it's a good thing. If she has like a draft of like the suit design, because that way I can kind of like send it to Angela, and she'll know how like what I should do with the hair.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Send it
And
in the
Heather,
group so we can look at your
if
makeup.
you're confident with makeup with doing Asian face makeup, sure.
I wish I could practice on you first.
I would like, and maybe you have to bring like your own foundation. That's the only thing is going to be like matching your. Well, you'll have tan though, but still.
Yeah, that's
I
the thing.
have like a really dark, and it is kind of like a yellowed base, dark color that I usually blend in with my own. And what I do is I like customize the color and like on a palette, and then I put it on my face. But really, we can put your native color here, and then you
Yeah.
just put a lot of bronzer here to blend it into the tan. Like you don't actually
I
have
mean,
to have like caked on like dark makeup here.
Tamika also offered to do my makeup
Oh,
for
then yeah, let
Atlanta
Tamika do it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
because
Because Tamika's
Tamika said
incredible
like
and she's super sweet.
Tamika's first ever client in her Tamika collections was Asian. She says so it works out.
No, yeah,
Is she
let her do
compete?
it for
Is
sure.
she competing in that show?
She's
No,
doing
she's not. But she's
Pittsburgh.
not doing Atlanta.
She's doing
That's why
Pittsburgh.
but that's why she told me she could do my Atlanta makeup. Because she's not competing in Atlanta. But I mean, because I asked her if she would do my Tampa makeup because I think she might do Tampa.
Hmm.
So yeah, so I hired the in-house artist for Tampa.
Yeah, because
Awesome.
she just competed. I mean, she got fourth at Oklahoma State.
Hmm.
Or top, she was top
Honestly,
five.
I'm very happy for her because she's one of those that has been like climbing the ranks, and it
Yep.
hasn't been working out really well the last couple of years since she turned pro. Yeah. Well, I
Well,
mean,
I think she was
I
going to
wouldn't
move
share
up
too much.
divisions at one point too. Like she was going to switch
Yeah,
divisions and then decided not to, which I,
because Damien told her that she needed to, and then
no,
yeah,
I think she looks great in figure.
I think she's great where she is. I don't think she's too big for figure, not at all.
I
I think
don't
she's
either.
great.
Yeah. No, she's very streamlined size wise. Like I don't look at her and go, oh, you're too big. No, I've met her in person and and maybe because she was wearing like heeled boots, but I remember thinking like, oh wow, you're quite tall, you know. Um, but I think maybe it might have been the shoes. But I have y'all seen Austin Espy lately? Because he's doing Pittsburgh, I think.
Yeah, I think he posted on his page or
He's
posted something, a
he's
story.
coaching himself.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I was talking
Interesting.
to him about like I couldn't do that. Like the only way I think that I could legitimately coach myself is if I took check-in pictures, sent them to myself, and then like completely detached mentally and just looked at them as data and not as me.
Yeah.
Like I would just have to say, okay, this is this client's. She scares me when she does that. So the hey is a reaction, not even like it's like an immediate thing. Um, I don't even know what she's
I
barking
think
at.
maybe once if you've won pro shows, like I can see maybe Nick Walker, he's had top level coaches. His physique is pretty much where he needs it, where it's going to be. Like he might make small tweaks here and there, but like if you haven't won like at least a couple pro shows, like and there's changes that need to happen to your physique, like it's just so I don't know how you can be that objective. Like it's impossible to not be somewhat emotional about your own physique. It's just
Yeah.
Yeah,
impossible.
that's why I don't do it. And but that's why I was also picky with Sarah before Sarah even hired me. Sarah was coaching herself as well. That's why the person that I chose to hire has to be someone that I feel like I can collaborate with. So it's like both
Hmm.
of us looking at my physique together, and then So it's kind of like Justin will suggest
Yeah.
and make the changes, and then I will, if I have anything that could possibly be better, I will suggest it. And he most times, if it makes sense, he will agree with that.
Hmm. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very important. But I just
I
don't.
think I think the more advanced that you get, especially like people like myself and Heather who are working in this industry, the if you're improving, like you get more advanced in this, you should be able to do that with your coach.
Hmm. 1,000%.
I I think when you know enough, this is just me, you become a more fun client to coach because you're not asking what's a drop set. I have
Right.
gotten that question before. Just
Yeah.
saying, it's frustrating.
Yeah, no, 1,000%. And that's just like that. Well, you've gotten to the level now where you can kind of just design your clientele as like that you're going to work with a little bit more advanced athletes and not as many beginners, and then if
Okay,
you
so
have
okay, so
advanced
but to be honest,
athletes,
because I'm just starting out, so I get a lot of the beginners as well.
right, right, right.
But I think it's important. I mean, I don't pick and choose. I think it's
Uh,
important out there because I think like the true um proof of how good you are as a coach is like you can change anybody. And then when I get there, and then that's when if you're full, then okay, that's when I will start to like re start to be a bit more careful. But that's it, like because when I just started out, I also don't just take anyone because I don't want to. If people I know straight up through interviews, I can tell that they're time wasters or like
hmm.
just character wise, we probably won't get along. I'm gonna cut that loss for myself.
Yeah, which unfortunately
I tell
many
you,
of them are.
some people aren't worth any amount of money to work with.
Hmm.
Hundred
That
percent.
sounds awful, but like I've had, I've had some really nasty people that I've had to like try to help.
Hmm.
And I'm like, I'm trying to help you. You don't need to cuss me out because your tracking information's off. I'm
Hmm.
not FedEx, honey. Like I don't know what to tell you.
Or
But,
Amazon Prime.
yep. But I've gotten like the older I've gotten, the more the better I've gotten at setting boundaries with those
Yeah.
types of people. I'm like, listen, I'm more than happy to help you, but you're not going to talk to me like that. And if you're going to talk to me like that, then you can take your business elsewhere because you don't pay my bills. So, bye.
Honestly, that
Yeah,
is
I
kind of
haven't gotten
what.
people talk to me like that.
No.
Not yet.
But honestly, Tanya, like that is people are like not at like the people that I've tried to coach and even the few clients Corey has like what we've seen and with other athletes, like that's kind of what bothered me a little bit about this my situation is like I am an athlete that like you never have to ask me for payment. I pay my bills before I'm never gonna put that on somebody. My check-ins, like I conduct myself as a professional. Like you get my check-ins by 8 a.m. Like if you have good clients like that have been loyal to you for years, refer people to you, do their check-ins on time, follow the plan, like damn. Like I just would expect that to be like met with the same amount of professionalism, or like I guess just like a little more grateful for those types of athletes because that's like what you want your roster to be filled with, I would think. That's what I would think anyways. But oh
Well,
my.
I think too, like with anything, you can't care more than the other person does. So,
Mm-hmm.
but
Ugh, so true.
I will care as much as someone else does. Like if they are super excited, like if someone's really excited to check in, like I've got I coach two whole people. Like my roster's real big, guys. Calm down. Okay. I'm gonna take over the bodybuilding world, right? No. These are just two women that reached out. But anyway, I coach Shannon Silcox and she's an IFBB pro. And when I tell you like that girl, I don't she's gonna do whatever I tell her to do. I love
Right.
looking at her check-ins because she's excited. She's seeing progress. She's feeling good. Nothing against her last coach,
Yeah, and
but
you are excited to see their check-ins every week.
yeah.
Yeah.
And because
Yeah.
she's excited and like she loves the progress and she asks questions when she needs to, like, but even when she's traveling, like she's still like 90% on. The problem with Shannon, and this is not a bad problem, I can't keep, she's kind of like Tanya. I can't get her weight to stick. I
Yeah.
can't feed her enough. Right now, I have her baseline calories at 2,600. She's like in her 50s,
Mhm.
and I have her base calories at 2,600. And if I don't have any kind of anabolic, she'll lose weight there.
Yeah. Is she in a growth phase or what is
Yeah,
where?
we need to because she's masters and
Hmm.
Shannon, don't get mad at me. I'm gonna show you pictures on here, baby. Comes with territory. But no, she looks great. But she
I've
stayed.
seen some of her. You showed a picture of her. Her growth
Yeah.
is like crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
look how freaking lean she is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I gotta put some fat
Yeah.
on you, girl. And I can't. I can't get any fat on her. She just soaks it right up.
You
And I'm
need to
like, all
give
right.
her a 7,000 calorie refeed with
I give
ice cream
her
bars and
I
Yeah,
give
maybe
fucking
we
her
should
a
do
full
bun
that
skinny
too.
buns.
days.
Some bun buns.
On Saturday, I'm like, take the whole day. Eat whatever you want. I don't care. Just eat. But I think
Hmm.
she doesn't eat enough on
I
those
was
days.
gonna say I could never do that because if you told me to eat whatever I want, I would just have like one. I would eat my food, have one cheat meal, and I'd be like, I'm full, I'm set. Like I
I
wouldn't.
do
Yeah,
I
see,
wouldn't
that.
I'm
eat
like
enough.
that too. I'm like that too.
I wouldn't eat enough. I would have that burger and fries, and I'd be like, I'm stuffed. Like I'm good to go.
I might
Mm.
like really like double up
You
her
would have
back day. Back
your
day.
double doubles.
I'm gonna double up her back day carbs or something.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Maybe a back day and a shoulder day. I don't
Tanya,
know.
did I tell you that I did get an? I have another coach already. I did hire someone.
Yeah, you did, but you didn't tell
Okay,
me who.
but anyways, his intake is like, well, his name's Sebastian. What's his last name? I'll have to send it in the group. I don't know his last name,
Is it the
unfortunately.
He
which
coaches
Sebastian?
Denise and
Yeah,
Christina.
Denise. Yeah,
Oh, that Sebastian, yeah.
yeah. And his
Well, but
intake
the
form is like extremely extensive. So it's going to take me like 3 more days to fill out.
how's the any language barrier?
Nope, English is perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't actually sure about that. I was like a little nervous because he wanted to have a FaceTime call when we first, and I was like, I hope he speaks like pretty good English because I didn't even know he was in Germany. So no,
Mm.
his English is perfect. So no, I'm actually really excited to see what we do. I gave him like pretty much open reins. I said, I've been dieting now for like, this is my fourth week on a diet. And, you know, I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot to start. So he wanted pictures and videos of my gym.
So you can see what equipment you have. That's nice.
Hmm. Pictures and videos. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's
And
nice.
then just a lot of questions. So I'm like, damn, okay, I'm gonna need a day off to do
But that's also
this.
exciting. I
It
think
is
like
so exciting. So exciting, you know?
Sometimes just having something fresh is really all
Yeah.
you need because
it
it
is.
gets you excited again.
Yeah. Well, and it's just like that's what was like that's how I was like just low because I was just like it's really hard. Like you guys know how it is. Like I honestly like it's really important to me that Corey believes in me and that my coach believes in me. And that's what was like getting me low is like just feeling like he didn't believe in me and like I wasn't really worthy of being a pro. And that's just like that was like wearing me down. And I'm like, I believe in me. I do believe in me. I know I believe in me. Like I've done what I've done already in my life. So it's just like I don't ever want to question like my own worth. And that's like where I was
Yeah.
questioning. So I'm excited that like to have somebody that like just believes in me and like matches that for me. So
I'm
The both of us
excited
here
for
are here
you.
to support you. Like you've got everything you need. So we'll make sure that we'll see a very different you by the end of this year.
yeah. I mean, I already feel like that's what was like hard for me is like I've seen so much positive growth in the last, even since January. Like I'm feeling like really good about myself. So I'm just like, that's why when the messages were like constantly like negative, I was like, no, like let's focus on that. Like my back is basically like doubled in size. Like maybe not doubled, but like my glutes have never fucking looked like this. And not for nothing.
Oh
Like
yeah, 100%.
I'm 45 years old and I'm growing an ass. Like that's pretty I'm not talking like I'm the shit. I'm just saying like I am doing something right. Like
You
sure, my
are
shoulders.
allowed to be proud of your progress, baby.
Thank you.
Don't ever dim that for anybody.
Yeah,
Because
no.
anybody that
Yeah,
loves you is going to be excited that you feel that way.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
you
that's
send those
I
blue
thank
pumps in
you.
that group thread anytime you need to. We'll clap all day.
Oh,
I
I
think
know
I
it.
think
That's why
Every
those
time
hey
I get videos, I'm
Justin.
like, woo! And I say it out loud, and people look at me. I'm like, sorry, my girl. She's
I've
like,
never seen my glutes from the front like that. Like I just have never. So I'm just like, damn, like okay, like you were I literally have to fight for my life to grow glutes. Like this is not easy. Like that's not any genetics. That's me fighting for my fucking life in the gym. So like, yeah. Anyways, it's exciting. I'm excited to see where we go with this.
Yeah, I mean even for myself, like Justin knows that my checking pictures don't do me justice.
Hmm.
Because the same physique can look night and day difference at a different spot. Do you take the same picture?
Yep.
So, I mean, I look fine when I take my check-in pictures, but Justin was like, you look completely different when you take your pictures in the posing room. Granted,
Mm-hmm.
lighting is slightly different, and also because but that's how we kind of learn that I can't go up on stage fresh out of bed
Right.
because the moment he said like if we can get some cardio done, he said immediately I just ballooned up. I got to blow the balloon. He said that we've kind of like established that we need to blow the balloon. I can't just eat,
Oh
and then
yeah.
I need to move.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to
It
blow the
really does
balloon
make
up.
a huge difference. Um, but yeah, I'm excited. All right, gals. What time is it? I have to
Right?
go work on my 8 pages of check-in
Yeah, I
forms.
gotta go. What was
Okay.
nice?
So good to check in with girls. Don't forget to delete that part though, Heather, and
I
this
will.
part.